Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here at the Sideshow Spotlight. My name is Derek.
I'm Guy, and we are live. This is Sideshow Spotlight. Derek and I are here. This is a new show where each week we take a look at brand new items, and we also want to take requests from you. So if there's something on the site that you think looks amazing or something you've heard about coming up, let us know in the chats, and that way we'll bring it on the show.
And we love when people jump in the chat. And chat, I'm going to allow today for you to call me Derek Pool because today is Deadpool Day. We're going to be talking all things Deadpool.
All things Deadpool. You know, you and I had a great time at Sideshow Con, and it kind of, that week was also the opening of this big movie.
Yes, there was a lot of hype that was building up because it was about to drop, and I think the hype train can keep rolling.
You know, I don't think the numbers are dropping.
No, not at all.
I've seen it twice, and you have...
Okay, I have to admit, I've only seen it once, but it's because I need more friends. Like, I'm like, let's go to a second screening, and they're like, yeah.
I can arrange that.
Yeah?
I'll get a third viewing. He'll get a second viewing.
Who wants to go see
Tell
it?
us in the chats how many times you have seen the movie.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the figure, though.
Oh, yeah. It's such a great figure. We showed it off at Sideshow Con.
Yes. And yes, that was our spoiler-ridden version of the figure there. So let's talk a little bit about this particular one. Now, this is the exclusive.
Yeah.
So he's got a... You were checking it out earlier. Why don't you pull that out and show off one of the exclusive items?
Everything that I just like sometimes assume about any of these is, oh, a gun is in here. It's probably just fixed, locked into the holster. There's nothing that, let's see, is this the one that actually has the clip? Is this?
Oh, yeah.
So it opens up. I always just think these are like fixed. They don't come in parts or anything like that. Look at that. So you can actually pop it open, reload it, do the fun little reload pose that he did in the trailer. I just really love that. And they're nice and gold, too. That's what's great about Deadpool and Wolverine.
There on the end is his logo. And yes, if you have the macro lens on your camera, it even has that font right there on the front barrel of it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
We will be having a giveaway. We also do that on the show. Last time we were here before Sideshow Con, we looked at quite a few fun things. And the winner of the Monsters Book of Monsters was L. Snailham. I believe I'm saying that right. Well, congratulations on that. We will have a giveaway coming up here at the very end of the show, so stay tuned.
And tell us the origin of L. Snailham, because you can't just like drop that.
I like it.
Tell us.
I absolutely
throw it in the chat.
This guy here, while you were playing with the gun, we kind of saw him wiggling on there. And yes, it's coming with head pool on there that has his own stand. Why don't we spin it around so you can kind of see that own stand? Yep, he's going to have a dynamic stand, and he has one for him as well. We talked about the gold pistols as being the exclusive, as well as that base. But let's look down here at, there's even more figures. You technically get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you do have baby pool. What we're not showing off here right now is he even has that baby carrier that attaches on to the figure as well. And then this is the reason I bought the figure.
Oh,
is this guy here.
Oh yeah, dog pool.
Yeah,
love it.
We gotta have the dog pool, and he is even articulated. Do we have any questions coming in on the chat?
Well, we have a really cool comment. So Aaron Pineda, I'm thinking Deadpool will make a great graduation gift to myself for my master's. I walk next week. Congratulations on walking, and you should absolutely treat yourself to this
Absolutely.
Deadpool.
I mean, it's like having an award because there's gold.
Deadpool is saying how proud he is
of you.
So
Absolutely.
congrats on that.
Now, of course, these figures by Hot Toys are always incredibly posable. So just for the heck of it, we've posed up another one just so you can see.
And there's a question in the chat about baby pool and dog pool as one piece. No, they separate. This is actually Guy just having fun with both pieces.
Yes, that's just me playing with toys.
Yeah.
Yes, they can do anything you like on them. If you want to, well, there you go.
Yeah. You can put dog pool wherever
you can do whatever you like. Multiple articulation points. Of course, there we're seeing them with the katanas. They didn't skip a beat on this with all of the things that you can do. So, did you have a favorite moment in the film?
You know, I think at the very end when Like a Prayer is just going so hard and they're holding hands, and I don't personally thirst for Hugh Jackman's abs like it seems like everyone else does. I can appreciate them, but I do love at peak moment of like catharsis, Deadpool's just like, look at those abs. So that was hilarious to me.
You know, Hot Toys is making a figure of that.
Oh, really?
Absolutely,
of the shredded
of course.
Wolverine? Okay,
of
why
course
not?
you have to have that.
Yeah.
Now, Hot Toys has done another figure. Now,
let's
this
talk about
guy
it.
didn't pop up in this new Deadpool, but he was one of my favorites in the last one, and that is Cable. Let's grab some close-ups on this one here. There is a ton going on with this figure. Of course, he's going to have a light-up feature that you're going to be able to...
No way!
Oh, absolutely.
That's
absolutely. Cool. But all of the weaponry that he comes with, and I'm a sucker for the accessories. Yep. Dogpool was the reason I got this version.
You said a shawarma for an Iron Man?
That's a new figure that is dropping this weekend that people are going to be clamoring for. But this one, it was having the teddy bear. It was having the teddy bear. But the figure has so many things going on it. You're having the cape. This is fully posable.
I love when
Check
they
that
do
out.
Mixed media, and yeah, that just is so clean.
Boom, boom, boom.
Looks awesome. The hood. Oh, I would definitely.
But let's move this to the side so you can see the arm.
Yeah.
Now, that's a fully posable one as well.
Wow.
What you can't see here, and it would take me a few minutes to do it, you can take the cape off, of course, but you can also take all of that off, and the whole chest area. Wow. All of it is done with that Cable look. It is really, really cool. Now, we may have some questions about this particular one or comments about why wasn't he in part 3.
Yes.
Do we have any questions or comments on this one?
So we did have some questions about that Deadpool. Well, you keep giving us the ones about Cable. So does the magazine come out of the gun for Deadpool?
Does the magazine...
One of them does.
...come out of the gun? You mean
this
just like that? Absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pull it back, cock it, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
They don't miss a beat. The detail that Hot Toys does on those things is amazing.
We have another question real quick, and this is where your expertise comes in. Is the material different from the last 2 Deadpool figures? The material.
The material. You know, each time that Hot Toys does a figure, they tend to update and find, because there's always new materials coming out. In hand, when I'm physically touching and working with the figure, I'm not seeing a lot of difference or feeling a lot of difference, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't really been updated. It really poses very easily, very clean.
Yes.
Often the comment or question on something like this is kind of the wrinkles. Particularly it happens with like the Spider-Man suits and people are worried on it. With this one here, I don't think that that's going to happen, and I also think it will work with the figure.
Yeah. And I'm
hopefully
always shocked when I think it's not mixed media and I touch it, and it is in fact, and that Deadpool is one of them.
Absolutely. The other thing about this that I like, this massive gun that he has.
Oh yeah.
It magnetically attaches to his back.
Wow.
Okay. So
that's so
many different things, and yes, that's of course not his only weapon. Although we've kind of got him all holstered on here because I do love the moment that we learn why he's doing all this. So I like, again, Hot Toys can always get me to go when it's a unique accessory, and the teddy bear on this one was absolutely one of my favorites.
I feel like it definitely keeps it in the world of Deadpool too, because there was also a stuffed unicorn with a previous Deadpool.
In previous Deadpool. So yeah, so I very, very much dig on these. Now, moving away from the movies.
Yes, okay.
Let's talk just artist interpretation. This is one I pulled out, and you were really digging on it.
I was having, honestly, the most fun with this one because, again, you see a very armorized version of Deadpool. We have the Armorized Warrior Deadpool. I mean, basically, take Deadpool, give him like an Iron Man, but even more like mech suit. It just looks so cool. And again, I always make assumptions like, oh, that can't
you have any questions on this one here? Because it is a very unique and different look and different idea.
We have a question. We need the questions for this Armored Deadpool. But we have a question. Why, yes, I would love to. Popping. The touches of black, it's not any detail that's being lost with the black paint. You really see all the angles of the armor. And yeah, you're so right. Like those katanas, the energy effect on them just looks so good. And the fact that it lights up, that's so cool.
Now, one thing I should mention is this is die cast. Okay, so it's got some. Why don't you lift that up? It's got some serious. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna test the weight on there.
Yeah.
Some serious.
Much heavier than
Some serious. Feels
like all the weight is in the thighs too. This is a Deadpool that does squats. This is not lean Ryan Reynolds. This is like he does some squats.
I think it's a great thing that you brought that up. That the weight being down in the thighs, because a lot of times people are. With a die-cast figure, you worry about the posing and how you're going to do it. By having the majority of the weight there, you really get that sturdy base. I mean, you look at just how big the lower section of the body is with that. So it's very, very, very cool.
Yeah, but all the attachments that they have on here, it's like he's got a pack of just blades to throw.
He's got them all.
And even his backpack just looked so cool, like almost like it looks like it could be a jetpack or something like that, almost like a Boba Fett effect. How many light up features does it have? So you said the eyes.
Let's see. Well, let's count the eyes as 1, chest 2, and then 3 and 4 are going to be on the under chest.
Oh, cool.
And they're swap out hands, and I believe those have it as well. So you've got quite a few on that one there.
JJ Joe, who I'm being
JJ.
told, is infamous in the chat. Armorized DP has a thigh master. It definitely 100%.
Absolutely. That's definitely what is used on this.
Wait, did you? How did you?
And then I put them back. Yep.
How did you do that? I wasn't even paying attention.
I'll tell you how you do it, folks. Follow the instructions that are included with your figure.
That's fair.
I have read them a number of times, but he has a really cool figure. I want to turn him to the side because he's got that armorized thing, but I like that we keep that Deadpool mask idea there on the back, that we get that little bit popping off the back that we see
just
on there.
That little nub.
Now, we talked about spoilers.
Real quick on this one.
Yes.
Before we go on to spoilers, who makes this?
This is a Hot Toys. This is a Hot Toys figure, and you are watching Sideshow Spotlight and our Deadpool show, talking all things Deadpool. Now, Derek, you and I got to show off. The first figure we did today was the Deadpool figure that we saw. That was kind of the spoiler one that we saw during Sideshow Con.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing we're going to do and show off, if you have not seen the film, this is a spoiler.
Yes.
Okay, so let's
as
tell them what they should do.
If you have a spoiler, if you're late, it's totally fine, but maybe if you want to minimize and mute just for like 5 minutes, that's fine. Don't go away. Just minimize and mute. Otherwise, if you don't mind spoilers, we're going to show someone who shows up in Deadpool and Wolverine, so don't be surprised.
This figure is by Sideshow, and when he appeared in the film, I cheered, as did my entire
my audience
theater.
Lost it.
And that is Gambit himself. Okay?
And I said it earlier, this is not immediately meant to go with the movie, but it is like, they did such a good job at like the comic accuracy in the movie that I wouldn't know the difference, honestly.
Absolutely, right? And the figure has a lot going on with it, and we're gonna kind of touch base on just some of the highlights. We got a little close up here, and you can see there in the hand, and I want you to pull that out. Let's lift that card out of there. Boom.
Ooh,
and you can actually, what card is that? Yeah, we're having him pick a card. Any
pick
card.
A card.
Derek, what do we got?
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades right there, and it has that flame effect. But he's going to have all of the aces, okay? He's going to come with all of the aces.
Of course he would.
And
up his sleeve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the accessories that we don't have currently shown here is he has this really neat effect where he's kind of launching, and you place the cards in them, and you can kind of do the cards however you like. Now, Gambit has been around in the comics for a bit, and he's changed styles. Not too much, but one of the things he changed was hairstyles. And this does have a second hairstyle, and that magnetically attaches.
So,
you're able to swap it out.
I'm very curious, because whenever we have an either-or, Wolverine with metal or with bone claws, or Batman with long ears or short ears, I always want to know, are you a Gambit with curtains haircut, or are you a short-haired Gambit? Because I'm partial to short hair. I know this is one character that gets away with the curtains, but I want to know, chat, what do you think? We have both options on the portrait. I love that they included that. Let's hear what you think.
So if you were going to cosplay, my guess is that you'd go with the short hair.
I would go with the short hair, but I would make it spiky and like a little swoopy. But yeah, I that's a lot to go. He's got a lot of head of hair.
Well, as I would have to do it with a wig, I think this is probably the look I would be going for. But while we've got that close up and we showed off that card, let's take a look at one of the swap out options. Every hand that he comes with is going to be flesh tone, as well as also done in the translucent. Let me see if we can do the whoosh.
So that little bit of gradation of flesh before it goes translucent, I think is
right on the top of the hand.
Yeah, that's very cool.
They're in there. And so you're having all of those, the use of the magic kind of in all of these. And it's just such a neat idea, and I'm glad that we stuck with that comic accurate look of the suit. That's why I thought it was really neat that they did that in the film. It was like, hey, wait a second, I've played with that figure. You're going to have his long coat that will be posable as well.
I have to say about that long coat, again, whenever they do mixed media, like there's times where they could make it just a part of the sculpt, but when you see it here as cloth, it really just works. I think it looks awesome.
Now let's take the staff. I want to, number one, how big is that thing?
I mean,
if the figure's 12 inches.
Yes.
Right?
Standing as tall as he does.
Boom. Also, it's metal.
Metal.
It is a metal one as well. So you've got some serious durability with that one as well. And to be able to kind of add his friends, his frenemies, all that, we've seen Cable. We know that Wolverine has been announced. There's also the shirtless Wolverine you talked about. And
we have a question. I think I can already see the answer to this. Can you show the ankle articulation for Gambit? Is it a split cut boot?
Oh, okay. I'm going to move the jacket out of the way. We're going to take a look at the boot right here. And yes, I'm going to remove the foot so you see that you do have the full split cut on there. Yes. All right, so you're going to be able to do anything you like with that.
Nice.
Now, of course, that armored look does come down on the sides, okay, but you are going to be able to rock it in either direction and lift and lower, as well as a small turn side to side if you need. So, yes, we had him in a pretty dynamic pose right there, but there's more upright, of a traditional standing. If you have a short shelf, that other one would work there.
In here. So we had him kind of like split.
Let's see here. Pop in? This is the fun part. This is where we play.
Yes.
Now there's your hairstyle.
There's the hairstyle
you like.
Yes.
On it. Again, so many options with it, and that's both Hot Toys and Sideshow want you to have the options of how you're going to pose these and how you're going to do it. So spin that around so they can see that coat.
So we have someone that's asking, how easy is the coat to remove? I can tell you right now, it's very easy to remove.
Yep. Yeah. This is going to be an easy one to remove. Anytime you're going to be removing a long coat on just about any figure, what they'll have you do is remove the hands. Then you move the arms backward. That's a still shot that's got to look strange on the thing. But you pull the arms backward and just kind of take it up the same way you would be putting on a coat.
Maybe
so it is relatively
easy.
You're
more versed. I don't think I feel any wires because we have people asking about the wires.
Because it has kind of a stiffness to the fabric, it almost holds on its own.
Yeah, it's very good material, so I could see why. And
almost holds on its own. That's why you see how I've kind of worked with the belt around there as well.
And the collar's very stiff on its own. Yeah.
To say it has a light starch to it. Yeah. Now, at the top of the show, we talked about a giveaway.
We did.
We wanted to make sure.
We love our giveaways.
We did a giveaway. Now, this giveaway is going to be for a figure that is long sold out. It is very, very cool. This is our studio copy. Okay, when we got this guy here, so boom, this guy is amazing, right?
I really do. I love the look. I love everything about it, honestly. From the costuming to, again, chat, we have options here.
Absolutely.
We have a Bone Claw Wolverine, which, you know, with so many Metal Claws out there, anytime I see a Bone Claw Wolverine, I'm just like, I love that.
This, in fact, of all the figures we've seen, I think this is the only one we've seen that has the Bone Claw. He has swap out. Now, this is the deluxe. So he has this incredible base, and I've even had kind of removed some of the pieces to kind of pull it together. But that's pretty fantastic that it has all of that. Now, while we're in the close-up, remember I said that this is the studio copy. And this is when the figure came out, and it had not been noticed that Wolverine, well, had a bit of a typo. So the one you're getting is a rarity, and it does have the misspell on there. I just think it's kind of a fun thing when you have that. Well, they'll definitely call that the variant.
So what's the misspell? It's Wolverine. We're
Wolverine.
looking at Wolverine.
Yes.
So if you want a collector's item,
absolutely.
you don't want Wolverine. You want the typo Wolverine.
So now to enter for this one, go to side.show/spotlight, and this giveaway is going now until Tuesday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern or Pacific Standard Time.
Set an alarm.
All right. Yes, and we will announce the winner on next week's show.
All right. That sounds cool.
Now next week we got another fun franchise movie coming out, and it involves a hug.
Oh,
you know,
a hug of like the arms?
No.
A hug of the heart?
The face.
A hug of the face hugger?
Face hugger, yes. We are going to be taking a look at aliens and some sci-fi stuff on next week's show, and we will also be announcing the winner for that. So let's take a look and see if we have any more questions before we...
Keep the questions coming, folks.
Before we go see Deadpool another time.
Take some questions before we leave. So this is we're going to be celebrating Alien Romulus?
We are going to be talking about Alien Romulus, which I'm excited about. I know very little other than the timeline. I've seen the trailer, and apparently this one takes place between Alien and Aliens.
Which is sort of like, how was that never done yet? So I'm very excited. It looks good. Everything I've seen for it looks awesome.
Absolutely. So I am looking forward to that. Yes, I have tickets to see that coming up. So, but you know, while we're waiting, you and I could go see Deadpool again.
That's fair.
So we've got that.
I have a friend who wants to go see it.
I want to know how many times people have seen it. I'm sure there is somebody who's been seeing it every.
Who thinks they've seen it the most in the chat?
Yeah, exactly. Tell us how many. So I want to tell you again the name of the winner in case you were not here at the top of the show. L. Snailham, which we love. We love that name.
I need that origin story. I need to know Snailham.
And that is the winner of our Monster Book of Monsters prop replica and book. There are two things in that, and it's really cool. I actually own that thing. It's fantastic.
Nice.
So, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's Sideshow Spotlight. This is fun.
This was a big Deadpool day.
Yes.
We got Alien coming, and
we do. Yeah. And so Sideshow Spotlight is going to be our weekly show where we're going to look at all kinds of fun and new things, but it's also an opportunity for you to tell us what you want to see. If there's a product you see on sideshow.com and you say, I want to know more about that, tell us. Write it in the chats, send us the email, let us know about it, and we will feature it on our show, and we'll talk all about it. And my bet is we'll probably even give it away. That's what we do here on Sideshow Spotlight. Well, until next time, I'm Guy Klender.
I'm Derek Vandermillen.
And until then, don't forget to let your geek sideshow. Bye, everyone.